A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Our today's topic was the names of Allah Ta'ala. Now the names of Allah Ta'ala are not like our names. They are actually describing words for Allah Ta'ala. Through these names, we get to know Allah Ta'ala better. Now the first thing we did was we tried to understand how do we know these names and are they even real? Who came up with these names? The answer to these were, you guys only guessed this, that the Quran and also the Ahadith and the Sunnah through the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the first thing we did was we listened to this amazing um, nasheed, which compiles all the 99 names of Allah Taala, and you guys suggested this by Atif Aslam and Coke Studio, which was an amazing suggestion. I am absolutely in love with this, and I listen to it every single day. It's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Then we moved ahead to this that what happens when we keep remembering Allah Ta'ala. So, these names of Allah Ta'ala, we are supposed to remember Allah Ta'ala through these names so that we remember who Allah Ta'ala really is. Because oftentimes, because we can't see Allah Ta'ala, we often get confused and we start to forget Allah Ta'ala. So, what really happens when we keep remembering Allah Ta'ala? So, we discussed and we came to the conclusion that our hearts remain happy and at peace, and Shaitan cannot come anywhere near a heart that has a remembrance of Allah Ta'ala in it. Then we listen to this amazing ayat of the Quran, which is absolutely beautiful.
الذين آمنوا وتطمئن قلوبهم بذكر الله ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب.
So there is no doubt that undoubtedly, in the only in the remembrance of Allah Ta'ala do the hearts find peace. No amount of fame or money or any luxury in this life can find can we find the kind of peace that we find in the remembrance of Allah Ta'ala. So this is a proven fact. We have already done this in the previous classes. So let's move ahead and try to understand the names of Allah Ta'ala and what they really mean. We will only cover five today because we don't have the time to cover 99 of them, but each and every name is unique and special, and we can learn so much about Allah Ta'ala through these names if only we understand. So, the first is Allah. Allah is Allah Ta'ala's personal name, and what it means is that Al, it means the, you already know this, and Al Ilah makes Allah. Okay, and Ilah, we already discussed this, is someone worthy of worshipping or obeying out of love and gratefulness. Like, he's like, if we really like consider him worthy, there's no one like him. So that's Allah for us. The second one we did was Al Khaliq. Now whenever we create something, we always need some kind of material to create something from, right? We can't just create something from nothing. But when Allah Ta'ala was creating us or the skies or the heaven or the stars or everything else, Allah Ta'ala didn't need anything. He just created something from nothing. So, subhanAllah, each of his creation is also unique, and no two things are ever the same. Like every single grain of sand, and every single star, and every single leaf that was ever made is different and unique, just like our fingerprints. So, yeah, this says so much about Allah Ta'ala. So this is one of Allah Ta'ala's names. The second one we did was this we did a little bit in detail. Al Hakam. Now, Al Hakam means the ruler or the judge. Now, who is a judge? In our worldly life, in our what we see around us, a judge is someone who does like faisla between two people who are like having a conflicting situation. Now we discussed this point that do you think anyone can judge in 100% fair manner? So no, no one can judge in 100% fair manner because there is no way they can see who is lying or what is in one person's heart or what the circumstances of a person is. We also discussed sadly how there are so many people who are rotting away in jail who are innocent. yet so many criminals who are running around free and there's no one to ask them. This is, often because of wrong judgment. I'm not saying every judgment that's done is wrong. Obviously, humans have a capacity of judging. They do try their best, but even the best judges out there with the best degrees and the best education can only judge to a certain extent. But Allah Ta'ala is not that kind of judge. Allah Ta'ala is the kind of judge who can see us inside out, who knows our past and our future, who created us, and who knows what's going to happen to us. So Allah Ta'ala does not judge us in the way people judge us. And similarly, Allah Ta'ala's scales are very different. So we saw this video, and I'm going to link it in the description box below. Do see it to have a very clear idea how Allah Ta'ala does not judge us the way we judge others. Allah Ta'ala judges us with our uh, keeping in consideration our circumstances and everything else, our nature. As some people are very angry, some people are very calm. If some people who are very very calm, if they're not getting very angry, and some people are extremely angry and they feel like going and breaking someone's face, and all they're doing is saying ah. So well, they both can't be judged in the same way, and that's the kind of judge Allah Ta'ala is. Allah Ta'ala judges everyone according to their own circumstances and personalities and whatever other, their parents, what kind of parents they have, what kind of environment they're brought up in. Subhanallah. So we watched this video, and then we kind of, asked ourselves these questions. Do you think any human being can judge in the way Allah can? No, they can never do that. Do you think you can judge others? This is a very, very important question, because often we are so quick to judge. We are like, yaar, ye to dozakh mein jayega, yaar, ye to jannat mein jayega. This person is so bad, this person is so good. This is not our place, okay? Allah Ta'ala is the judge. Let him judge, all right? Your job is to really kind of see what you are doing. My job is to see what I'm doing, how I'm living my life. I need to correct myself. I need to focus on myself instead of focusing on wo kya kar raha hai, how is he living his life, what is he doing, what is he not doing, where will he end up, where will he not end up. That is not for us to think about. What we need to think about is how we can improve ourselves. So I hope you understood this very important concept. The other concept we understood was Allah Ta'ala's next name, which was Ash-Shafi, the healer. Now, the healer is Allah Ta'ala is the healer, which means oftentimes we see that there are so many people who the doctors say that they won't be able to make it. You gave some really good examples about how some people got paralyzed, and how doctors gave up hope on them, but then they miraculously healed, and then now they can walk and run and everything. So Allah Ta'ala is the healer. And we also talked about जब भी हमें चोट लगती है, it's not like the bandage fixes us. The bandage simply covers the wound. Who is it that really heals us? When you go to the doctor, we're having any kind of pain, the doctor simply gives us something so that that thing will make the pain go away. But who truly heals us from the inside? Who makes our, uh, you know, who makes us the way we were before? So we all concluded after the discussion that it is only Allah Ta'ala who can truly heal us. And sometimes the doctor says, yes, yes, you have this medicine and you'll be fine, but we don't get fine. I give you my example also. So yeah, Allah Ta'ala is the true healer, and we should always remember this. And the last one was As-Salam. We have already done this. Salam means the main source of peace. It is Allah Ta'ala's name, and that is why we say Assalamu alaikum, which means may Allah Ta'ala's peace and protection be upon you. So these were the five names which we covered today. I hope you understood, especially the two concepts which were the judge. We are not the judges. Okay, we just need to focus on ourselves. We are no one to judge others. Allah Ta'ala is the judge, and He will judge in the most fair manner. So we should never be like, we should never feel like hopeless and say, okay, I don't know, I'm going to hell, or that person is, kya bolte, going to Jannat, or something like that. That is not our place to, Allah Ta'ala is the judge, let him judge. All we need to do is really focus on ourselves and try to improve ourselves to make us better human beings. The next thing was the healer. Allah Ta'ala is the only one who can heal us in the true form. And we also did Al Khalik, and always need material to create things, but Allah Ta'ala is the one who creates from nothing. And we did Allah, which is Allah Ta'ala's personal name, which means the only one who is worthy of worshipping, and Salam, That is why we say Assalamu alaikum. So, Assalamu alaikum, you all, and take care. Allah Hafiz.